Good morning, Sandra. Well, it's good late morning, Sandra. Oh, sorry. What?
Something to think about dyslexia.
All right. So we were going to be moving the trailer tent today, and at the moment, it's actually not raining at the moment. It's looking. Oh, it is raining. It's grim. It's grey.
It's not great, Neil.
No,
it's not great.
So we may not be moving that today, but possibly this afternoon.
Got plenty of box sorting to do. Anyway.
There is plenty of box sorting, right? I'm not going to incorporate some video clips what Sandra has been videoing, but you said...
I have been videoing quite a bit.
But you said it's ready. What is ready?
So...
Should we just come around this way here? Because the lights, we're shooting into the light, away from the light. Right, okay.
We're not going to show the actual beast.
Well, the
I
beast?
could bring it over.
Well, we'll come to the beast in a moment. Okay. So just...
Anyway, okay.
It's just get later.
Is that better?
It's pitch black. See Mary and George out there, and Bob.
There's an idea. We could put the light on.
We could be. It'll flicker then. No, there you go. Natural daylight. Anyway, the beast. We're talking about the beast.
We could at least open this a bit more. What about that?
That's great.
Better. Right. Hello again. Can you see us now?
The beast. Come on, Sandra. We can hear you. Hello, Rasha. Are you the beast?
She's waiting for a treat again. So yes, as explained, so my D.D. Smith Christmas book finally re-emerged after many years, probably lost in the loft of the previous house somewhere. Anyway, it's re-emerged, and it's got a really nice Christmas cake recipe in, and I had ingredients to use up. So it's like, you know what, I'm going to do it. So yesterday, well, the day before I started baking 2024 Christmas cake, and it's at the stage now where it's cooked and baked and ready to go in the tin and to mature and to be fed with more brandy.
So we will, not on this video, but in a couple of days' time, probably, because I think Sandra's been doing it, doing away.
A few bits, in the garden and the greenhouse.
But the reason why I just did this, Sandra said to me, "It's finished," and I went over to it and I said, "That's not finished." I said, because it needs icing on it. But those of a certain age, now, can you still buy? In fact, you know, I have to remember, where are they? The Christmas pudding trinkets.
I do. I have no idea where they are, but I didn't throw them away.
Somewhere. Those that were watching our Christmas videos last year. Anyway, those of a certain age, when you were little and you were like, loved the Christmas cake, but you had the white icing on it, but it was made into like a snow Christmas scene. Well, my mum used to put a little round mirror on, and then we had ice skaters on it, so it looked like a little pond and everything.
Sounds lovely.
And I want that. I want to go back to like 1965 when I was little, and you could look at you could look at the cake and imagine that, and there was little Christmas trees and little people and things like that.
It's always a bit nerve-wracking making Christmas cake because it's a lot of ingredients, a lot of time and effort, and it's quite hard to cook it long enough so it's cooked all the way through, but not so it's burnt on the outside. But I think I've cracked that one. I think it's good.
Okay, so we've also, as I say, this weather is a bit bobbing. So I think I showed yesterday. I'm going to, those two boxes need to go into the attic. I need to clear these, and I'm trying not to really put things into the loft, but I might get some plastic storage boxes. That was my brother's. That was my brother's cricket bat. That my brother's no longer with me. We used to play a lot of cricket when we were little. Anyway, I'm going to try and sort through what I can get rid of, and I might need to get some plastic boxes, and then I need to do my weekly shop. I need to get my pork pies for when I go back to work, and you want to show decorator centre you wanted to go to. What's he want from the decorator centre?
Well, I've got as far as I can, so I got the caulk, and no, it wasn't expensive anyway. But you can't. No one sells. You can get vintage border freeze. So I spotted a couple online that might do, but nobody sells it anymore. Nobody makes it anymore.
Yeah, freeze. That's it. So just in case. We
can either get coving or you can get stick-on stuff.
Right. So in case you're wondering what's going on, excuse the mess in here. this is going to become Barbara's room. And we didn't get this decorated at the time of when we got everything else decorated, because we were unsure on Barbara's plans, which coming up in another month or so, we will reveal what's happening. What are you looking at, Sandra?
I'm not sure whether that damp patch has got bigger, you know.
I don't know. Sorry, we had a hole in a tile that should have got fixed. We possibly need to have a look.
Investigate from the inside on that.
Relook at that. Anyway, we've decided we're going to decorate this ourselves because it's not really a big job. And so the caulk that Sandra was on about, we've got a couple of cracks here, so it needs caulking, rubbing down, etc. We need to get rid of all the old screws. But the ceiling has got wallpaper on it, which we can live with. We're fine with that. But when the wallpaper was put on, the overhang, so where you can see the plaster, it's had a freeze put round it. So we're going to do a bit of an easy job and refreeze.
Yeah, I mean that's the more
border rather than
more
freeze,
cost-effective option.
Yeah.
Anyway, I can show you what I found.
So going back to Blimey Charlie, when I first moved into the flat at Wood Lane, all my decorating, we used to put a third down border, and we used to have two different coloured walls. It was always looked quite good, and then I went through a very artistic phase where I say paint the wall yellow, then leave one half yellow, and then the top bit I like get a sponge with some like blue paint on it and go sponge it like that all over and create my own amazing work of art, Sandra.
I've seen Victorian houses where you sometimes had the picture rail, sometimes you had a bit like a picture rail, but
so there
it's two-thirds up.
It's all back in fashion. You have the dado rail going around it, but the what do you call it? The wooden panelling.
Yeah.
The wooden panelling is all back in vogue.
Colours,
yeah, and you can buy from Temu crap fake stick-on.
That's what I'm saying. Like you can buy stick-on bordering.
Yeah.
But you'd have to get it dead straight.
No, we'll just put the border around it.
You can still get vintage.
Yeah.
Frieze,
and then
which you paste yourself.
Has the new bed come yet?
Yeah, it's in the garage.
All right. So we've got so a bit of a story here. Barbara got that single divan bed and it's too high, so that's going to go into what we're calling the green room, spare bedroom at some stage, and then we've got a lower ottoman opening type bed, which we're not going to assemble until this room is decorated, new carpets down, and all the rest of it. So so I think you're going to be doing with that, and we'll video and as we process with that. Yeah.
Right, can I get on with me washing up now?
My washing's in the washing machine. The Wi-Fi on the washing machine is not working.
Not clothes washing.
Oh.
Pot washing.
I've got a dishwasher for doing that.
So wash my tin, ready for the Christmas cake.
Oh, God, it's a bloody Christmas cake. Right, I have no idea what's going on in here. Anyway, I need to sort out my own boxes, I think. Right, so these are old papers to do with my old business and magazines I used to be. I've even got some old accounts here. That's my old business logo, BT Photographic, Barlow Taylor. And they're not important, but they're quite historical. Anyway, and I've got no idea what this is. I can't remember what this is. A Christmas Rolling Stone greeting. Hi Neil, it's Christmas. Let's keep rocking, dude. Paul Wilde, the rock and roll cartoonist. Have a great. Who's Paul Wilde? I can't remember a Paul Wilde. Sandra, who's Paul Wilde? Paul Wilde. That's Mick Jagger, but who's Paul Wilde?
I went for 2 days of interviews by these super intelligent.
It would be through the politics. He's a Lib Dem.
Anyway, I have no idea. I can't through politics. I have no idea. Anyway, I'm just going to go through these. Somebody killed in a car crash. Oh, I won't go through that. It was a cousin. And what else have we got? I don't know. So, as I'm preparing my CV, but I'm too old for this now. Council Neil Taylor attending safeguarding vulnerable adult training. I've done a lot of oh my golly, I need to see Sandra on this. So sorry, as my counsellor former days, obviously we did a number of courses and things. Do I need to put these onto a CV, Sandra? Development plan. Neil Taylor speaking off the cuff course. There you go. 2007. So before you knew it was vlogging and all the rest of it, actually had training on PR, individual records, personal development plans. I'll keep them. You never know. But how do you prove to somebody that you did blah 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 courses if somebody says, "What's your experience on things?" Anyway, I'm going to put the camera down because I've got a box of stuff. If I find anything interesting, I'll show you. Oh! This is an important one. So, did you know? You possibly didn't know that there was plans to mass medicate the population of this country without consent. And you probably never knew this. And basically, there was water fluoridation plans where reservoirs were going to have fluoride put into the reservoirs. So yeah, before you start, I know children's teeth and all the rest of it. There had been a significant accident where too much fluoride once went into a reservoir and potentially could poison people. And did you know in America, tubes of toothpaste actually carry a health warning that you should not swallow toothpaste because the fluoride is bad for you. Anyway, this was this is a motion passed. This is 2008. Its position opposes to the government recommendations that statutory health blah 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 is not added to water. This was a massive one. We ended up on a stage on this. They had the opposing fluoridation of water. But, I bet few of you actually knew that this was even existing. And then people going on about all the Greta lovers and being green. This is reducing Trafford's carbon footprint. So there's little old me. What year was this? 2009. 2009. I bet even Greta wasn't even born then, was she? We were on it like a car bonnet. Anyway, keep those because in the future somebody's going to go, such a thing never existed. Well-being, hidden harm of alcohol and the impact of young children. Yeah. Anyway, let me carry on. Sorry. Right, do we keep or do we throw? Those of a certain age will remember. So a 16th birthday was quite a celebration, and then used to have 18th birthday parties, and then the big one was 21, key of the door. And I've got all my old birthday cards from when I was 21. Including, sadly, I've just gone through a couple of these at a quick glance. That's right, JC. Sadly, people that are no longer with us. This was the Auntie Jean and my Uncle Bill, Harry and the boys. Things from my sister and cards from my mum and dad. And obviously, they're no longer with us now. I can't remember what's in the bin. Oh, blimey, Charlie. And I have actually got a video, funny enough, on my on the Neil Taylor channel, all off my 21st birthday. Paul and Suey. Yeah, look at that there. Bet you don't know who they are, do you? Anyway, I am going to keep, but I am going to store in the garage, because if they do get trashed, it's only myself that's sentimental over things. That's quite a few minutes. To Neil with best wishes from the Burgesses. No idea. I can't remember who the Burgesses were. I've just found. When I was 21, I was working in a photo laboratory, and all my old work colleagues, I'm actually still in touch with Les and Charlotte, funny enough. Sarah will be on here somewhere and thing. But look here, look, listen. CB radio days. I was known as the plastic pig. Was I the kinky pig, the happy pig, the sexy pig, the dirty pig, the ugly pig? Auntie Jean, she died a couple of years ago. I'm going to keep that out because I'm going to photograph that and put that onto Facebook for some of the people I'm in. Charlie, going back the years here, Sandra. I think I'm getting somewhere slowly. Before Hornby electric trains, look what I've got here. I've got one of my very first train sets. So look here. It's a bit bruised and battered. It's the sort of thing you see on Antique Roadshow worth 10 pence. But yeah, clockwork, that's where the key used to go in, and then I think you used to be able to make it go forward and backwards on these little buttons here. So we're a little bit unsure at the minute. Hang on a minute, I found the key. These are the things that, will it wind up? Let's hang on a minute to wind up. Anyway, I've had that in the attic for years, so I think we're going to put it on the car boot thing. What's that repair? Maybe we should give it... Maybe we should give my old steam train here, my old steam train, clockwork, it's not real steam, to, what's that TV programme? Is it called The Repair Shop? Anyway, I'm not emotionally attached to it. It was done. The Tesco bag is probably the most collectible piece, because look at the old logo on that. Oh, hang on a minute. Sorry, hang on, sorry. This here is so Sandra's unpacking some old bottles and things that I think used to be my parents when they died. For some reason I've oh, that's half a cup of tea, that. Oh no, it's not.
So it's a windmill.
Anyway, there was some knick-knack that belonged to my mum and dad that have obviously been bagged up and put in the attic, but that could be a collector's piece. I don't know. I'm not too sure. That's a contact sheet. That's a contact sheet. That's done in a black and white darkroom. I'm not paying any attention to what I'm videoing and not videoing here. Sorry, Sandra.
I had one section where I videoed a little bit and it was turned sideways on me. So
yeah, that's easy done. Right, so start again. I thought I'd video this. I hadn't. First of all, can you guess what that is? Probably not. Back in the day, in the 70s, early-ish 70s, skateboarding got introduced from America, and I was right into it, really into it, and I ended up getting a fairly posh skateboard. I don't know if you can see this or not. But this, what you call a deck, is unique. So that bit that you saw before, basically, it's broken off now, was a kick flip on the back here. But this deck, there was not another one like it in the world, because that is a piece of oak that I handmade that deck. And then back in the day, these were really expensive things. So it's got here, these are 1/4-inch risers, so your wheels didn't touch the deck. And if you notice, I've carved out a bit of a hollow here, so when the truck was coming over, you could freestyle. These are ACS 651 trucks, so if you notice they're a very wide truck, the actual distance here. So again, that was for freestyle. And then these are red rubbers, which are soft, again for freestyle. So basically that truck had loads of movements. The wheels are red Kryptonic wheels, which were super expensive, with seal bearings. This was the Mutt's nuts at the time. I was well into skateboarding, and you had different coloured wheels for different things. What have you got there? Oh, souvenir! Blimey, Charlie! Whoa! We were talking about this place in France. My golly! Well, I never.
There's two.
That's a bar in souvenir. Okay, right, we'll go through some of these bottles in a minute. Yeah, these are definitely from my mum and dad. Yeah, skateboard wheels. Sorry, yeah, you had different wheels. So these were red. These were quite sticky because I was well into freestyle. But then you had the killers. They were called bones, the white wheels. So if you wanted speed but no traction, you had bones, and you had narrower trucks for speed and things. I don't know. I might keep some of these because they're quite sweet little knickknacks, aren't they? These are from France. These are from France. These are my mum and dad's.
40%.
Yeah. Anyway, so I'm keeping my skateboard. Sandra, go on. I've got no idea of what I was filming. So, January 2016, I've been filming something. Roll 1, scene, take 1, director, pot. January 16, roll 1, scene 1, clap, clap. Why do you have clapperboards, Sandra? Why do you do clapperboards? Why, as well as naming the scene, and you have that clap. So it's quite easy now to make a video where the audio syncs. It's all automatic. But we sometimes used to do a separate audio track on a video, and to sync it, you would do a big clap, and that would give you a peak line to know where to sync your audio tracks. So that's why you had the clapperboard. Not everybody will know that.
We've got a rash of pictures, and skies was ashes and stuff like that.
Now then, what's that? That's from my first wedding, my first wife. There. Plastic pig collecting Easter eggs for a mental health charity, I think that was.
Why are you whispering? It's not a secret that you were married before.
No, just say no.
You look too young to be married there. Boy.
I was too young to be married. There's a very, very little Simon. I've just found a very little Simon. That's Mark, who's my best friend, best man. Right, it's definitely progressed. This is now a bag of rubbish. More cardboard boxes. There is a tip run. I've just found Christmas wrapping paper. These are a bit of a mixed bag to whether to car boot or not. So I've got loads of old video cameras, and I've converted old videotapes a number of times into digital format. So I think I am going to keep them. Just while we're having all our dirty washing put away. So I'd flip it the other way around. Can anybody guess who this handsome young boy is? That's Simon. I was taken in my photographic studio, that in the basement at BT Photographic. How old's he there, would you say? 18 months? Something like that. Cute little Simon. So another thing, what's happened in the last week since you were last here, Sandra's put up the blind. Sandra, don't come and show off your blind, Sandra. So if you remember, we got some slats as an experiment to see whether they worked, and then don't ask me why. This track here was back to front, so I reversed that. Then we got some of this stuff here, which you can buy. But
Sandra did anyway.
Yeah, what do you call it? Pulley stuff. Go on, do a quick flip and just show now that and we've deliberately gone for the non-weighted. So we've gone for the weighted, non-chained bottoms because these aren't being opened and closed all the time. But yeah, so that all opens and closes, and
this all works now. So you can come all the way back if you want to.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Get the idea.
Okay. Yeah. And fly all back. So that's all working.
Just the weighted, you have to do that a bit gently with it.
I actually quite like these with them up. Instead of being a cold daylight coming into a conservatory, that's quite nice.
Especially on a cloudy day, it's much more bright and cheerful in here.
Yeah. And so these, how many slats do we end up in the end? It's about 150.
160 altogether.
160.
But so it was worth it, I think.
Yeah. So we've replaced all the slats, and I think Sandra's just going now through old photos.
Unfortunately, not all the glass survived.
No.
The old pictures, sadly. Yeah.
And I've got a rather full Corando at the moment. Here's
Really,
hang on, I'm keeping the hang on. What a handsome boy that was. 1997 in Barcelona. Hold it up, Sandra. Does it look like me? Hold it up to my face.
You look very cheeky in this one, don't you?
Little belly. We'll have to keep that. That was a bit of a mad week in Barcelona. So again, some people have said, "Oh,
keep it where?"
With a picture of Simon fishing. Holidaying abroad and all the rest of that. So Sandra has been. You've been to China and a few other places, haven't you?
We've never been anywhere together abroad, have we?
No, but I've done all of the Spain, the Ibiza, the Mallorca, and done a lot of France and Germany and Holland, and I've done all of that years back. But I said to Sandra what we might do at the end of the season, going into winter, we might nip to Amsterdam get the ferry over for a long weekend, and then we've both got a connection with Cologne in Germany, so we might do that as a city break at some stage. Simon, fish netting. So I've got a box of things for Simon that I was going to give to him when he gets married, but I don't think he's ever going to get married. Right, so we've been making really good progress here. As I say, the Crando is now full. I've got homes for these. A couple of boxes go in the loft. These boxes are going to go into the garage and sealed, and basically these are electronics I know about. I've got that last box now to go through, and then this one I'll show you what this. So this box, I'm one of them people who likes to hold on to memories. You can sort of open a photo album and be transported back into time, or look at a print or whatever. But this box here, I started to hold back on some things that in 100 years' time, or even 50 years' time, people won't remember what happened. Christmas is cancelled for millions. This is my COVID box, including phone books, because these are getting thinner and thinner, and the health boss has issued a COVID warning. It's all COVID related, how news was breaking. Oh, hang on a moment, I'll let Sandra explain in a minute. So I think I am going to keep this here. Right, Sandra, what have you got there? I got this made up for you.
You did? There's two.
Oh, hang on.
We should show two things together. There's that.
Hang on.
I'll be back in a second.
Sandra will be back in a second. It's coming up to midday. We're going to need to nip out soon and get some dinner, some shopping, and it is currently also been stopping raining. Right, hold on. Sandra's grabbing some things. What have you got, Sandra? Sorry.
So we have two pictures which will be up somewhere, because so that was the words read out by Neil's best man at our wedding, and has been shared by us at times of drama. I think it's fair to say. We didn't give up, and we're still here. There you go. And that was the word from the Corinthians that my best friend and best lady at the wedding read out as well, about what love is.
Those of a certain age, do you remember that little cartoon character in the back of them women's magazines called Love Is? Do you remember them?
I do, yeah.
Love Is, and it was like, I don't know, sharing a pot, sharing a pot noodle together or something, wasn't it? Do you remember Love Is? But lift this one up here. So, who knows what these words mean? In this proud land, we grew up strong. We were wanted all along. I was taught to fight, taught to win. I never thought I could fail. Don't give up. You're not beaten yet. Whatever may come and whatever may go, that river's flowing. And this one's very important. Rest your head. You worry too much. Everything's going to be all right. Peter Gabriel and Kate Bush, Don't Give Up, which is my Rob, my best pal, who's my best friend, for his speech at our wedding, recited the words to Don't Give Up by Peter Gabriel. Sandra, I'm giving up. I just totally... Yeah, so I got that.
We've had home for that, and we've got home for this.
So I am a bit romantic. So I think we've just put them in the living room. These are things we need to display, but we don't know where we're going to display.
Well, this is
Am I keeping my violin, Sandra? Do you remember when you said you've not got a violin? Where are you? You said you've not got a violin, and I went in my attic, and what did I produce?
But what's the point in keeping it when you never play it, though? Instruments are to be played.
Right, I didn't say about playing it. I said, am I keeping it or car booting it?
I don't see the point in keeping it because you never play it, personally. Or if you're emotionally attached to it.
So we were in the
We're trying to declutter, you know.
We were in the Victoria pub last year with Sandra's mum. I can't remember why, and we ended up talking about. I had a violin in the loft. I can't remember how the conversation went. And then the landlord went, I collect violins. Maybe he wants it.
I thought it was flutes. He pulled out a flute, not a violin.
Was it
He
flutes?
asked me if it could be repaired, and I said, yeah, probably.
Oh, it's flutes. Heck. Car boot
So I
it.
still need to go back and talk to him about flutes.
Flutes. An Andy McCluskey signed photo, big 20 by 16. One of mine, taken on film. Right, into the. Sorry, I am moving things into the garage. Oh, into the garage. Hang on. Rash is outside. It's not raining, but you like sitting out. That's your favourite spot, that Rash, isn't it? Right, there we go. It's actually stopped raining. So we are now on pallet number 3 of car boot things. Pallet number 1, pallet number 2, pallet number 3, and these are still slowly getting through. So these are boxes I need to keep, and these are old packages. I've got an old awning there. It never looks like this place is getting any better, does it? It just never looks like it's getting any better. I think these are packing boxes. I think these are for the tip. Oh, that's the new bed for Barbara. So Sandra picked up last week this little storage box. We're not too sure whether we're going to put that in the conservatory or in here. I'll avoid Sandra while I'm here. Well, the dehydrator, that needs to go out onto display. Oh. Sandra's bubbling. I'm sure that should be on something warm, not cold, and demi-johns. And anyway, hello Frank. Slowly, you'll be all ready by the end of the season. By the time we get into November, at the end of the season, when I'm coming back home full time, it'll all be done. We're not doing a tip run today, but that's full.
Are you where the glass is now? So
it's down there.
Little box and pictures with glass, yeah.
Right, with all computers. Anyway, we're going to go out in the Honda decorator shop. I need to go to Isandra to see what they've got, and I need to nip to Morrison's. There was something else I needed to do when we were out today, and I can't remember what it was.
Why are you going to the decorating shop?
So I look if they sell freezies, orders.
And they don't.
Yeah,
I told you that.
Back from shopping, and we're back to clean up. Right, so Sandra's picked up a white cube unit, pre-loved. Went to sort of a bit minging, which is going to sit there into your little thing. You've got a couple of cubby holes then, and then the island will just wheel in and out. Yeah. So I think it'll fit there. Right, we'll carry that through now. Here you go. Fits.
That's where I was going to put my spinning wheel then.
Spinning wheel can go there. Right, so what we'll do now, let's see if you agree in the garage now. So we're just going to sort out, so we've got in the garage now some kind of organisation ish. A lot of empty boxes. So these have all got homes. That's homes. Those need to be gone through. Those boxes there will fit on that unit we just pulled over. Sandra books. We've definitely making progress. I don't know whether we need to be thinking about getting another couple of shelving units for this side. I don't think we're far off now. Right. Just in case we have a power cut, Sandra's just bought out a pack of 20 candles. Then she just bought out another pack of candles. She said, just in case we have a power cut. Then just pass us that there that you're hiding. Just Car boot. Pass us this one here. Oh, look, another candle. In case we have a power cut. And then she does.
That was from the church.
And then there's a bag there full of candles. And I said, what's in the bag? She says, you don't want to know. What's in the bag? A bag of candles. So just what's down the bottom of that box, down the back corner that I can see. Just pull a bit of newspaper out here. Jesus, wet woman. What? Just in case we have a power cut. We've got more candles than the candle factory.
Keyboard, car boot.
Car boot. I have no idea what they. Oh, it's another candle. Just in case we have a power cut.
I like candles, actually.
Did you used to go to IKEA and HDMI cable and come back with a blue IKEA? It's like I need to have a spare one. And come back with a blue IKEA bag, a bag of frozen Swedish meatballs, and 24 tea lights. Because we could become our own little IKEA. Right, snow globes. They need to go with the. You put them on the Christmas cake. Don't start laughing. If Sandra's guilty, she starts laughing and she went.
We just like when we get a power cut.
Just in case we have a power cut.
Oh.
I don't know what's what.
That was just the label. Your own devils, the kitchen devils, the carving knife.
Nobody's got any idea what I'm going through at the moment. Sandra, so next week we're going to be on. We're going to be on almost mission accomplished on this. Do you want to explain what's going on in here now? Because this, from the outsiders looking in, it probably looks like nothing has changed.
Well, we've been busy beavering away. So those are cardboard boxes for Mum, should Mum want them for moving. A little bit of camping garden stuff there. So
hang on. So this awning, and I've got some ratchet straps that can go back into the Adria and be put under the seating.
But everything now, the other side of that post can go. So it will be going, whether it's car boot or just a skip or whatever, it's going.
Yeah.
Then we've got to the tall fridges to go.
Yeah.
And then
all of this is either staying.
This is keeps stroke. Yeah.
Yeah, there's a brand new bed there that's going to need assembling.
Yeah, Christmas stuff.
But the Christmas stuff we're going to go through, because we're probably going to get rid of the inflatables and all, because I'm not going to be doing that here for the car boot. So the car boot pile's going to go even higher.
It is. And as I said, I am on the back foot because I had to work for 3 months before I could start any of this. So my little corner at the back is still work in progress. But there might be a couple of bits of Neil's in there. We've pulled out most of Neil's stuff now. There's not too much left now. No. We've been through some of the shared stuff we want to keep as well, haven't we? So good progress.
No, so the other thing now that I'm going to be looking on Facebook Marketplace. So we had this old kitchen base unit skeleton, and so all this all needs sorting out. But I need another one of those, the equivalent of over here. So we'll just look for another kitchen skeleton and a worktop, Sandra, and then we're there. I'm sort of good progress. But we haven't really thrown away that much. We have moved a bit away. Well, we've got rid of that.
A lot. But I mean, you didn't see how much I threw away. I mean, it's not as much as I wanted to get through, but I did throw away a lot before we moved here as well. I did 2 major car boots. Quite a lot went to charity shops. I did quite a lot of clearing before.
I can see the wood for the trees now. I think close of play next week on my day off on Tuesday. We'll have this stuff all cornered up, and basically, obviously, it's going to look a mess until the car boot has happened, or a couple of car boots, but we know where we are. Right, I think we're going to finish off here because this has gone on for a long time.
I suppose at the moment we've still got another tip run to do before we can load up for the car boot. So, yeah, work in progress.
The Corando is full. Right, do you want to say what's obrigado?
I'll just say bye for now.
Auf Wiedersehen.